Hey everybody, and welcome to or back to my channel, My Kind of Stuff. And today I have a special readathon announcement for you. I cannot believe it is that time of year again, but it is officially time for the Ever Afterathon, and that is hosted by Crystal from Books Forever After over on YouTube. This is going to be my second year joining as a co host. So, thank you so much, Crystal, for asking me to join again this year. It is always so much fun. This readathon is always centralized around historical romance, but this year we are trying to branch out a little bit and kind of show how historical romance can also work with other genres like historical fiction, but also historical romance within romantasy and that there's, darker historical romance and historical romantical suspense. And there's just a lot of different ways that you can make historical romance work for you in your reading. So definitely all reading types are welcome to join this readathon. You do not strictly only have to read historical romance if you want to join. This is going to be a competitive team-based readathon, so there will be 4 different teams. Each team has 2 co-hosts. So let's do a little breakdown of the teams. The first team is going to be Team Artists, and that team is going to be hosted by Amber from Amber Reads Romance, as well as Monica from Pardon This Book Addict. Now, the tropes for the artist team are going to be a reformed rake, a marriage in trouble, or a house party. The next team is Team The Beast, and this team is hosted by Bee from Mama Needs to Read Romance and Violet from Violet Cat. Your team tropes for the Beast are a recluse hero, a marriage of convenience, and caretaking. Next up, we have Team the Spy, and this team is hosted by Jenn, the book Refuge, and Tara from Tara Talks Books. And your team tropes are assassin hero, enemies to lovers, and the rendezvous tryst. And this is kind of like having Beccie times somewhere outside of the bedroom, like outside of the norm. And then the final team, my team, the professors, is hosted by me as well as Beccie from Beck Reads. And our team tropes are an academic hero, a workplace romance, and letters and correspondence. So there's lots of different ways that you can earn points during this readathon. Obviously, just reading books, you get a 1-to-1 point for every page you read. Uh, so very simple way. This even counts for books you DNF. So if you DNF a book, that is a-okay. You just count the number of books you read of that book and submit those for points. If you read a historical book, you get 300 points. This can be a historical fiction, so like it doesn't even have to be a romance. You get 300 points. If you read a romance, you get 50 points. There's also 400 points up for grabs if you read a book with a BIPOC or LGBTQIA plus author or representation in the book. Those are some big points that are up for grabs. And that's just because, those take a little bit of extra work normally to go out of your way to find, especially with traditional publishing. Unfortunately, those are a little bit harder to find out there. So, yeah, definitely worth checking out. You also get 200 points if the book you read has your team character, because we are focusing on our heroes this year. So if you read a book with an artist, a beast, a professor, or a spy, you get 200 points. You get 100 points per team trope that you read. You'll get 25 points if you read another team's character, or 10 points if you read another team's trope. So you really want to make sure you are joining a team that really stands out to you. Obviously, I would love, love, love if you would all join my team, the professors, but I understand that if those are not your tropes and you're not going to be able to find books that you will like within those tropes for the maximum amount of points, maybe you want to join a different team. There's also some bonus points up for grabs with some bonus books that we will be reading. So for the bonus books, we have our readathon book that we will be buddy reading, and that is The Last Lady B by Eloisa James. Um, this one comes out, I believe it's the second week of May. Um, but B on Mama Needs to Read Romance's channel on YouTube is on May 9th, I believe, going to be doing an author interview before the book releases with this author. So that's super exciting. So make sure you guys all go follow her, check that out because that'll be really neat to be able to have that author interview um, before we all read the book together. That's really cool. And then each team picked out a book to buddy read as well. So the artists are going to be reading Lady Isabella's Scandalous Marriage. The beasts are going to be reading The Work of Art. The spies are going to be reading Her Villain. And then my team, the professors, are going to be reading The Ornithologist's Field Guide to Love. So if you decide to buddy read those books, you will get 100 points for buddy reading the overall readathons book, 100 points for reading your team-specific book, and 50 points for reading one of the other team's books. There's also 25 points up for grab for every book that you read that has your team's character specifically in the title. So, like if you were on Team Beast and you read The Beauty and the Beast because the Beast is in the title, you would get an extra 25 points for that book. Now, I will make sure down in the description below, I have everything that you need linked down there. I have all of the co-hosts and Crystal's channel linked down below, so make sure you go and follow everybody. I also have links to the Discord if you want to join over there. It's a lot of fun. Everyone will be in there chatting about books and kind of doing strategic planning with your teams is always fun. I will also have the Google form link down below for you to go sign up for your specific team. The link to the Google Drive for all of the templates and everything that you'll want is also going to be listed down below. So yeah, everything you need will be down below. If you join the Discord, there is a frequently asked questions section. So if you have any questions, you can always go there to ask. But also you can always watch Crystal's video because she goes into a whole lot more detail. Also, just some important dates to remember. We will be having an opening live show with reading sprints on April 30th. Time is still to be determined, but it will be posted on Instagram and all of our channels here on YouTube, as well as in the Discord. So if you're in the Discord, that's probably the quickest and easiest way to get notifications when one of us goes live, because we'll be doing pop-up reading sprints all month long across all of the different co-host channels. So the Discord's definitely the place to be to get the most up-to-date, accurate information, I feel like. We will also be doing Crystal's birthday celebration because the whole point of this readathon being in May is in celebration of Crystal's birthday. And that will be on May 25th over on her channel. We'll be doing a little birthday celebration, probably some more reading sprints as well. And then our closing live show and announcing of the readathon winners will be on Sunday, May 31st. And yeah, I think that is everything I have for you guys. Again, I have Crystal's channel linked down below, so a lot more detail in her video. If you have more questions, again, the Discord is a great place to go and ask. I hope to see so many of you joining again. Team Professor over here, so hope to see you join my team. If not, totally understand, but would love to have you. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.